So what is absolute value? Whenever the question is given, you have to find out the absolute value of the given function or given equation. What you have to do? Absolute value means find out the value of x. Absolute. It may be negative, it may be positive. Okay? But before that, two things are there. Simple equation is given, then you can find out the value in the positive. If equation is given in the one operation, जैसे कि 4x plus 3, okay, 4x plus 3, then you have to find out the two values. So we will do directly the 2.5 now. Okay. So math 1, we will complete the chapter of math 1 today, this chapter, second chapter. And for that, you have to complete the last exercise, that is 2.5. So question, find the value, absolute value or value. They are not mentioning in the question, find the absolute value, but you have to find out that value here. Here you can see that two lines, these two lines, it's like this. These two lines, this is called the mod. Okay, this is called the mod. अगर इसमें कोई इसमें कोई क्वेश्चन रहता है, इसमें कोई नंबर रहता है, that will be considered as a positive. Now look at here in this question. First, we know that 15 minus 2 is 13. Still it is given in the mod. Mod 15 minus 2. How will you find it out? 15 minus 2. Answer is mod 13. And when it comes out of mod, it is again plus 13. So no issue in that. Okay. And somewhere, this is the example, it's only about the numbers. This example is only about the numbers. So it is easy to find out. Next question is given about the x. X means you have to find out that x value. Then how will you find it out, that x value? Okay, because that one is given in the equation form. Here you can see that here I am taking the question, the mod of 3x minus 5. Okay. is equal to 1. Now how will you solve this? Whenever this function is come out of the mod, it will be having the two values. यहाँ पे सिर्फ +1 है, so it will be +1 -1. Whenever the equation come out of the mod, 3x minus 5, so it will be 1 time +1 or it will be 1 time -1, because this is the equation. X value may be positive or negative, so we have to consider the both possibilities. So what will be the equation over here? 3x minus 5 3x, that minus 5 will be next side, it will be +5. So 1 plus 5, so 3x is equal to what? 6. So x is equal to what? X is equal to what? Yes, x is equal to what? 6 upon 3, that is 2. Very good. So here we got x value is 2. X value is 2. Now on the next side, x value will be again, no, let me find it out. Here x value is positive 2 here, or so 3x is equal to -1. This 5 on the next side will be +5. So here 3x is equal to 5 minus 1, it is 4. Very good. So x is equal to 4 upon 3. X is equal to 4 upon 3. Not only 4, it is value of x is 4 upon 3. Whenever the equation is in the mod, it has two possibilities, because equation consisting x. So we have to find out the value of x, and it may be positive, negative, rational, irrational. Okay. So consider the two possibilities of the value. It's Tarun, it's 4 upon 3, not 3 upon 4. Okay. So consider the two possibilities, plus and minus. Clear? Okay. So we will do this exercise now. I am going to take one more question of this. Okay. Eight minus x divided by 2 is equal to 5. Now here, what will be the two possibilities? Whenever I am removing that equation from the mod, or taking outside that equation of the mod, so it has two possibilities. That is 8 minus x divided by 2 is equal to, on the one side it is +5, on the second side it is -5. Okay. So ये इक्वेशन कैसे सॉल्व करना है? हाउ विल यू सॉल्व दिस इक्वेशन? Eight minus x divided by 2 is equal to 5. So this is in a multiplication. On the next side it will be in a, sorry, here it is in a division. On the next side it will be in a multiplication. So what will be the next step? 8 minus x is equal to 2 into 5 is 10. Okay. Yes. So minus x, if you are keeping minus x as it is on the left side, so it will be 10 minus 8. This will go to the next side. So what you will get, minus x is equal to 2. Okay. And x is equal to -2. Very good, all of you. X is equal to what? -2. But this is the one condition only. Second condition, what will be the second condition? Second condition will be, it's equal to -5. So how will you solve this? Same like that. Next step, 8 minus x is equal to -5 into 2. So 8 minus x is equal to minus 5 into 2. 5 into 2 is 10. 5 into 2 is 10. And minus and plus, so it will be minus. So minus x is equal to minus 10 minus 8. Minus 10 minus 8. Now x is equal to what? X is equal to what? Minus x is equal to directly not x. Here we have minus x. So minus x is equal to minus 18. X is equal to minus x is equal to minus 18. Okay. So on the next, and on the both side negative sign is there. Yeah. On the both side negative sign is there. So we can cut it. So x is equal to what? X is equal to what? 18. Yeah. Who has doubt? Who raised the hand? Okay. So last answer is yes. Therefore, x is equal to first value is minus 2 and second value is 18. Likewise, you have to solve the mod or find out the absolute value like this. Consider, sorry, that concept is clear. Concept is clear. Anybody have any doubt? Okay. So we will move towards the revision of this chapter. Somebody asked me to repeat. Okay, fine. So it is clear, I think. Okay, fine. So here the exact chapter 2 real number is completed. But now we are going to take the revision of whole chapter. In that we will complete the 2.2 also. Okay. So first of all, tell me this real chapter, real number. Real number. My voice is breaking now. Okay, wait. Now it's breaking. Okay, fine. So who will tell me the real number? What are the real number? Just answer it fast. Real number. What are the real numbers? Give me answer fast. Rational and irrational. Very good. Rational and irrational number. All type of number are called the real number. Okay. All type of number are called the real number. Then what we solved in a 2.1? What we solved in a 2.1? Okay. Okay. Number present on a number line. Very good. Decimal form. Yes. Who will tell me the property of rational number? Rational number, properties of rational number. First property is commutative, second is associative, third is identity, and fourth one is inverse. What is commutative? So what is commutative? Commutative property is when we are doing the addition of a plus b. A plus b, we can write it down b plus a. Same for a multiplication. When we are multiplying a into b, you can do b into a also. That is what the commutative property. Now associative. What is associative? If I am adding in a plus b, if I am just doing a plus b and I am going to add the c in that, I am going to add the c in that. So it will be, we can just do this addition like this. or B plus C. You can add the B plus C first, then you can add the A. Like this. Okay, so this is what the commutative property. Now the identity. Identity, we know that in addition, if you add the 0, identity of the number will not change. Yes? Yes, very good. Very good, all of you. And identity of multiplication, when we multiply the given number by 1, so identity of that number will not change. Okay? In a multiplication, if you multiply the number, given number by 1, so it will be the same. Okay? And in addition, if you add the number 0, the number will be same. Now the last property, fourth property is inverse. Inverse property. Yes, very good, all of you. Inverse property is what? When we are adding the opposite number, when we are adding the in addition, when we are adding the opposite number, जैसे कि 4 है, and if you are adding the -4, you will get 0. Yes, minus A. Simran, it's minus A. Then in a multiplication, during multiplication, if you are multiplying that proper number with the inverse, inverse is what? 4 ka inverse. What is the inverse of 4? It is 1 upon 4. If you are multiplying that numbers, 4 into 1 upon 4. So what you will get? 4 into 1 upon 4. So what you will get? Answer is 1. Okay? Getting? These are the property of rational numbers. One order relation of a rational number is also given. Order relation of a rational number. Order relation is like what? Just let me write first. P upon Q is equal to R upon S. Okay? P upon Q, R upon S. Obviously, the denominators, these both are the rational numbers. And what are the denominators in that? Q and S. They should not be equal to 0 or less than. They are, obviously, they are greater than 0. Okay? They are greater than 0. So, if I'm just telling you, first condition, wait now. First condition, if P into S is equal to Q into R or R into Q, then what will be the ratios condition? If these cross multiplication are equal. If the cross multiplications are equal. Cross multiplications I am doing now. Yes. If the cross multiplications are equal, then the ratios are equal. Very good, Maithili Manjima. So the ratios are also equal. Okay. Now the next. If the cross multiplication means which? First. Here the first number is P into S, then Q into R. Okay. Q into R. So if the first cross multiplication is greater, the value of this multiplication is greater, then yes. If the first cross multiplication is greater, then the first ratio is greater. Very good. Second condition is what? Sorry, third condition. If the cross multiplication, if the first cross, just compare with the first. If the first cross multiplication is less than the second, obviously the first ratio is lesser than the second one. So these are the order relation on rational number. Okay, this is the order relation and we have to use this one. And properties, we know that which properties are there? Commutative, associative, inverse and identity. Okay, these concepts are clear. And after that, we took the terminating and non-terminating recurring type. Terminating and recurring type. Just let me write it down. Yes, let me write it down on a board, 2 numbers. And just tell me they are terminating non-terminating recurring. Okay, wait. Zero point 109375. 109375. Is this terminating, non-terminating? Is this terminating, non-terminating, recurring? Yes, it's a terminating, because the decimal point, after decimal points number are stopped after 5, and 5 is the, obviously 5 is the last one after decimal point. So this is what the terminating. Now suppose I am just writing here continuously 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, just like this and go on. Is this, it is what? This number is what? This number is what? It's going on. The answer is going on. Yes, it's non-terminating. Very good. It's non-terminating. Okay? Okay, done. Now, terminating and non-terminating concepts are clear, I think. Dhanashri, I'm just asking first terminating, non-terminating. And now, next. Here just putting a number 40.23 dash. It is what? It's just a recurring. It's just a recurring. No, yes. It's non-terminating recurring. Recurring हमेशा terminating recurring हम कभी नहीं देखेंगे. We will see always non-terminating recurring. Obviously, they are recurring means they are non-terminating. Recurring means हर बार हम उसी को देखते जा रहे हैं, मतलब वो खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा है. That means it's non-terminating. Okay? So don't say it just recurring. It's non-terminating recurring. Okay? Okay, fine. Now we know that how to find out terminating and non-terminating recurring. That concept I told you. And we solve the sums on basis of that. Non-terminating, recurring, non-terminating, recurring, one point is there, and we have to find out that one is terminating also. No, not terminating, recurring कुछ नहीं होता ऐसे. We have to find out the given ratio is terminating or it's non-terminating recurring. We have to find out that. By which concept we can find it out? By which concept we can find it out? Just tell me. Yes, somebody is saying that answer now. Yes. Yes. Somewhere I am giving you a ratio. No, 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 you are wrong. Somewhere someone gave the answer right, but I am not finding out the name properly. Yes, wait now. Just I am writing here 13. It's terminating or non-terminating recurring. Yes, very good, Morita. It's terminating and non-term. Yes, Maithili, it's right. Whenever the denominator, this is the denominator 5. Yes, whenever the denominators, prime numbers are 2 or 5, then it is terminating. अगर डिनोमिनेटर के प्राइम फैक्टर 2 और 5 है, then it's terminating. And if they are other than that, then it's non-terminating recurring. Clear? Now here the denominator, यहाँ पे हमें प्राइम फैक्टर फाइंड आउट करने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी. Suppose wait, I am writing here a 10. So here, how can you write down the 10? 2 into 5. Okay. So what are the prime factors of 10 are 2 और 5, दोनों के दोनों है, जो कि हमें एक ही चाहिए था, एक ही काफी है टर्मिनेटिंग बोलने के लिए। तो यहाँ पे दोनों के दोनों अवेलेबल है। सो इट्स दिस रेशियो, दिस नंबर इज terminating. This number is called the terminating. Yes? Okay. Now same like that, suppose I am taking one more question. Wait now. 13 upon 15. 13 upon 15. Now what are the prime factors of 15? 3 into 5. 3 and 5. Okay? Yes. Here you can see, no Maithili. Here you can see the number 3. That is other than 2 or 5. एक तो हमें 2 चाहिए, एक तो 5 चाहिए, एक तो दोनों चाहिए टर्मिनेटिंग बोलने के लिए। लेकिन इसके अलावा अगर कोई हमें नंबर दिखता है प्राइम फैक्टर का, सो देन इट्स नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग रिकरिंग, देन वी कॉल दैट नंबर, डेसिमल नंबर इज कॉल्ड नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग रिकरिंग. सो दिस नंबर, नेक्स्ट सेकंड वन, दैट इज 13 upon 15, it's non terminating recurring number. Clear that concept? Okay. Now rational number, write down the rational number in a decimal form. Write down the rational number in a decimal form. That one concept again we took in a exercise. How to write down the rational number in a decimal form. How to write it down? Suppose here the number is given 25 into upon, sorry, this is the rational number and we have to write it down in a decimal form. तो हम इसे decimal form में कैसे लिखेंगे? Denominator having the 100. How many zeros are having? 2 zeros. Here the division is going on. So obviously, if the 2 zeros are given, so decimal point is going to the left. 1, 2, and here will be the decimal point. So answer is 0.25. Yes? Okay. Okay, fine. So this is what, how to find out the decimal form. Just like that, I am taking one more simple question, 4 upon 5. How will you find out the decimal form? एक तो आप simple division करके भी find out कर सकते हो. Otherwise, you can make it simple. In a type of 10, 100, 1000. Yes, 0.8 it is. But how will you write it down? Yes, Anupama. 5. How will you convert the 5 in the form of 10? 5 into, suppose I am multiplying the 5 by 2. So we have to multiply numerator also by 2. Okay. Okay. Simple it is. Now what we have? 8 upon 10. How many zeros on 10? It is only 1 0. So decimal point is before one digit, that is 0. So it is 0.8. Clear? Clear this concept? How to find out the decimal form? Okay. Next is how to find out if the decimal form is given. Now here we jump from a rational number to the decimal form. Now we have to find out. Next question is what? How to find out P upon Q from the decimal form. अगर डेसिमल फॉर्म दिया है तो आपको P upon Q फॉर्म निकालना है. That means rational number. Okay. So next 0. Suppose number is given 0.37. Okay. 0.37. So we'll consider as it as a 0.37. Just let me write it down. So how many digits are repeating over here? The group of 2 is repeating. Group of 2 is repeating. So by which number we have to multiply this equation? Yes, very good, Maithili. So we have, yes, Disha. So we have to multiply it with by 100. By what? 100. Okay, both sides. So here we got the equation 1 and we will multiply. यहाँ पे आपको एक sentence लिखना पड़ेगा बीच में, multiply the both side by 100. So here we got 100 into x and here 100 into 0.37. Okay. Okay. So 37. So if you are multiplying by 100, what you get here? What you get here only 37. मल्टीप्लीकेशन करने के बाद 2 डिजिट ये राइट साइड में चला जाएगा. ओके, डेसिमल पॉइंट. डिवीजन में लेफ्ट साइड में जाता है, राइट मल्टीप्लीकेशन इट विल बी टू द मूव टू द राइट साइड. ओके, नाउ yes, I know that you all know the steps. Just let me clear these things to those students who are not getting that. Okay, so 100x. Here we have a second equation. Okay, so x equation we have, 100x equation we have. So we will subtract 100x is equal to what we have now, 37. From that we have to subtract the first equation, that is what, 0.37. यहाँ पे 37 के बाद कितने रहते हैं, 0.00. So do this subtraction. What you will get? It's 99x, and here what you get? What will be the answer of this? Yes. Wait. Yes. Wait now. Wait. Here, what we have to write down? यहाँ पे ऐसे की ऐसे लिखना है. We missed this 37. So here got 37 minus this one. Dot. So it's continuing. So when we subtract it, yes, when we subtract it, what you have? 37. इसके बाद भी 37 ऐसे ही कंटिन्यू रहेंगे. Okay, so this will be minus and here we have only 37. Okay, because ये 37 और ये 37 ये माइनस में 0 हो जाएगा. Only we have 37. So x is equal to what? 37 upon 99. Clear? Okay. So here the concept of how to find out terminating, non-terminating, recurring, then how to find out decimal form, how to find out P upon Q form, these are clear. Now the next point is how to show irrational number. What is irrational number first? Yes, Aditya, what is irrational number? What is irrational number? Simple irrational number is what? Suppose this is the irrational number. This is what the irrational number is, non-terminating and recurring. It's non-terminating is the irrational number. Okay, non-terminating is called the non-terminating non-recurring also, non-terminating, non-recurring also is called the irrational number. Recurring भी नहीं है और terminating भी नहीं है, that is called the irrational number. Yes, Sadaf? Okay. So this is called the irrational number, non-terminating, non-recurring. Now this type of number, just like root 2, root 3, root 4, root 5, root 6, root 7, wait, root 8, root 9, root 10. Are they all irrational numbers? All they are irrational numbers? Just look at them. No, because the reason is what? Root 4. The answer of root 4 is 2. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 9 is 3. And the remaining all are the irrational number. Remaining all are the irrational number. Now how to show on a number line? How to show it on a number line? Okay, so we will see that also here. Now don't send any message now. Wait now. Don't say yes, no, anything. Here is the number line. Okay, here is suppose the 0 and here is 1 unit. Here I am mentioning 1. Here again 1 unit. Here I am mentioning 2. Here again 1 unit. Here I am mentioning 3. Okay. Now just draw a standing line or a perpendicular line over here. So here are the 3 numbers. Just draw a perpendicular line. Okay. And take the same distance, 1 unit distance, this much. Over here also. Here you got a arc. Just take a rounder from 0 to 1 and same distance you have to mark on this line here. Here suppose you got the point P. Now just join these 2 points. 0. Screen is not visible. Yes, screen is visible or not to you? Simran, I am always telling you that your network issue is there. If mine is network issue, I know that. Okay, fine. So just join O and P. Okay. Then just take the distance from O to P and draw an arc here. Okay. Draw that arc. How will you draw that arc? Those having network issue, they will not see the screen. So here we got root 2. Okay. And this distance, जैसे कि from 0 to 1, we know that 1 unit. So from 0 to this is root 2. Okay. Now how to draw root 3? Same like that you have to just draw a perpendicular from root 2. Okay. Take a 1 unit distance. Here and draw this. Suppose this is point M. Draw this point 0 to m. Yes, I am explaining again. So 0 to m. Now this distance is called the root 3. And if you are drawing here, you will get root 3. What you will get? Root 3. This is what the root 3. Okay. So first step is what? Just draw the number line. What is the first step? Draw the number line. Okay. Here you have to draw the number line. Just mention the same unit in between the numbers. Okay. Draw a standing line, perpendicular line at the point 1, and whatever the distance in between 0 to 1, mention, take it in a rounder, and from 1 draw it on a line P. Okay. Now here we got the 2 points. This is this one and this one. Just look at this point and this point. Just join them. Okay, here we got a right angle triangle Q. This is the perpendicular. Okay, and here if you are taking this distance in a rounder and making the arc on this number line, you will get this point is as a root 2. Okay, same like that you can do that root 7, root 10 like this. लेकिन root 7 कब आएगा? Root 7 will come here. यहाँ पे 2 means what? Root 4. 3 means what? Root 9. तो root 7 कहाँ पे आएगा? Obviously, after root 4 you will get root 5. After that you will get root 6. After that you will get root 7. Okay. So you have to start, if you want to draw the root 7, you have to start from 2. Okay. And draw the root 5. यहाँ पे आपको standing line बनानी पड़ेगी. I'm just explaining it. This is root 9. This is root 4. यहाँ पे मैंने standing line बनाई. If I draw here angle, what I got? Root 5. If I draw standing line, if I draw a arc, what I got? Root 6. If I draw a standing line, again I got the root 7. Steps are same. Steps are same. What? Standing line, join to the O and take a distance and make an arc. These are the steps. Okay. Standing line, perpendicular line. Okay. Then make an arc, join to O, and again make an arc on a number line. These are the steps, 4 steps. Like this, you can draw any irrational number on a number line. Okay. So I think the concept of how to draw irrational number on a number line, these things are clear because these things are already done in a 8th standard. Okay. Now, the next question. Next question is about how to find out in between numbers. So 0.3 and 0. minus 0.5. So step is what? Simple step. It's make the 0.3 make 2 digit after decimal point. 0.3 था तो हमने 0.30 किया और यहाँ पे भी same 0.50. Okay. Now how to find it out? Simple है. 0.30 is greater than 0.29. Yes. Then it is greater than 0.28. Then it is greater than 0.27. So likewise, all they are greater than minus 0.50. ऐसे आपको 3 या 4 नंबर इन बिटवीन निकालने हैं. Clear? Is it clear? Okay. So first step is what? Just add the 0 after the number, whatever is given. Okay, clear? So here 2.2, the concept of 2.2 is clear. So the chapter is completed over here. If anybody is having any doubt, let me know now. All concepts are clear? Okay, that one is remaining. Wait.